Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Go Tanks Order 66 raid video where I'm going to be showing how weak you can have a Killer and Beg Jedi Vanguard team and still max out tier 0. So this is the baby Jedi Vanguard. Mainly Shock T. I have Shock T at level 67, Color and Back at level 78, and this is the kind of stuff I cannot do on my main account because everything is Relic and I can't see the actual bottom. The most developed characters I have are Plo Koon and Qui-gon Jinn at gear 11. I don't know if they're necessary to be that high. Plo Koon is nice. It does help that he is at gear 11 because he's kind of gonna be acting as our tank in this. And Qui-Gon is not super well developed. In my weekly update video, I didn't even have his Omegas on, and I was shocked. I forgot. I hadn't looked at him since the early days of my account, his abilities, to update them. But I did upgrade his mods a little bit. They're not amazing. I have 17 speed on him. All I care about is having flat offense. Even then, he does not have much offense. He does special damage. He does both. He does special on his specials and physical on his basic. But I just gave him some flat offense. He literally like no speed. I try to call him to assist when I can though. And the reason I couldn't get Shock T much higher than this is I literally am out of credits. I can get her to level. I can't even get her up a level. If I give everything I have, every credit, she still is at level 67. So that's why they're at the wonky levels and development tiers that they are. I mean, if you have like just a gear 8, level 85 Shock T, it's much better because you can get her Omegas, a clean dispel on everybody. I don't even have the dispel on the basic for her. I don't even have this one maxed out. This one's not quite as important. You can still use this as a heal. But you don't need any Zetas. Keller and Beck I have at level 78 just so I could get this Omega. I mean, this one is pretty necessary, this Omega. That one's really useful, so that's why he is at level 78. And Jedi Consular literally serves no purpose other than to be a 5th warm body to not have an undersized penalty. I just tried to give him flat protection when I could. Killer and Back, I tried to give some speed. It does help. I mean, a plus 94 on him, as much flat protection as I could find, because at gear 8, he's not super high in protection. So I just had flat protection wherever. Well, not there. But yeah, protection primary. And if I could find flat protection like here, 2200, 768, a little bit there. And again, I was super low on credit, so I couldn't really do much of anything. Yeah, Plo Koon is the tank. I did have him modded for speed at first. It didn't really matter too much. I just wanted to give him as much protection as possible because we're going to be forcing a taunt on him with Shock T. But it's really crazy how weak they can be, and you still pull it off. Most important things are Killer and Beck's leadership ability up to level 7. It's really easy. It's not even an Omega. Easily developed Plo Koon, Qui-Gon. I mean, the reason I don't use bears is because right now I'm literally out of credits, and I think it makes the point that you can do it with the Jedi Consular, who looks like a Keller and Beck in training with his hood up. And now that they reworked his image. Anyway, let's jump into the actual runs. So I think I should be able to get this first run, but if I can't, then that's fine. The big thing is, do this move whenever possible. And we're going to force a taunt on Plo Koon because we get the taunt and we get crit immunity, so that helps keep execute pretty controlled. And it's also kind of nice if Plo Koon's really slow, which, everyone, Qui-Gon Consular even slower. It's because you can bring in the turn meter. I'm actually kind of glad that he dodged that because it was not going to be and impressive. So I can get the dispel, but the retribution just comes right back up. But I do have offense up for the moment. I guess that didn't really matter. And I'm gonna call Qui-Gon here just to get the most damage because he's my damage dealer, as pitiful as that is. Plo Koon has a dispel on his basic. I don't have the dispel on Shock T, but she does give offense up if people don't have it. And just everyone had, so it didn't matter there. And this is going to be a restart. because he killed the Jedi. We got really close. Like Keller and Beck was swinging at Fox and didn't quite get him down. But I mean, any extra development on this team is gonna pretty much get it done for you. Like, this is such a weak team. Where's the taunt and the crew immunity? Well, let's go with the assist this time. Might get a little bit better. They got the dispel. Okay, just a little bit more. There we go. And now use capture the flag. I don't want to hit the counter attacks, so I'm just going to hit this guy's clone trooper here. But once the... Yeah, I don't think the heal matters here. Yeah, once the retribution's gone, definitely go for Alpha. Force the crit immunity on Plo whenever you can. And if they don't spell it, you're good. Yeah, that mass swarm is by far your best damage move. And then whatever Qui-gon can do. So yeah, gear 11, I mean, does help. And here, since I am so weak, this actually does help. It doesn't always matter, but you take away some crit avoidance, defense, and tenacity on their end, which does help. Let's keep Plo Koon topped off, and he's going to also be dispelling for us. I don't want to farm a counterattack, so I'll just do that heal. Not because I actually wanted to heal anybody, but because I wanted to not get countered. Alright. One thing to be... That basic would be so much better if I actually had her leveled up. One thing to be careful about is hitting, especially someone with Retribution with Keller and Beck's basic, because when he's this weak, if you do have him this weak, he's going to get countered a bunch of times, so that is not ideal. I actually can't do that when Plo Koon has Order 66. We can heal his protection up a bit. I'm going to save those good specials. And there we go. I think at this point I have everyone alive. You're set. And it's not hard to improve upon this concept, given how crappy these mods are, how bad I have everyone's gear level. It's just really, really bad. But it just goes to show how well the team works. I can call Qui-gon now. I don't need to top off Plo Koon. And it's just a matter of time. Get the basics, save the specials. See, coasting. He's got 22 stacks of execute. Once you get past that first wave, it's just child's play. Take out this guy's clone troopers first. Big ol' hit. Oh, 40,000. Did you see that? Impressive. Got Qui-gon again. He's at full power. He's got offense up and no offense down. Pesky offense down on him. There it is. I mean, it's cheaper than Nests. Like, you don't need a relic character. And you have to stay at tier 0. Because I'm going to go ahead and bank it. Look at that. Look at that. Level 53 Jedi Consular. I forgot to emphasize that. Because he can get to Gear 8 at level 53. That's why he's at that. I only got him up there to pad my GP when I was trying to get to 4 million. But yeah, look at that. Look at that jankiness. You can't do a tier up because at that point you need Gear 12, which is a substantially higher investment requirement. But this requires no Kyrotech, no Zetas, and like... Qui-gon is one of the easiest gears in the game. I made a video a while ago about the easiest gears in the game, and he's really... Like, if you haven't geared up your Qui-gon at all, just see how far you can go without using anything important. It's like Mark III thermal detonators. It's a ton of that. And then Plo Koon's not too bad, and he's got the ship, so it has got to be like the cheapest 300,000. Even Tarkin at Gear 12 is probably going to require more gear overall. And this, you know, this is requiring some credits, which I drain myself of completely, but 600,000, that's more than I was getting on Naboo. And, you know, I I do think the criticisms I've had about this raid are fair, in that it's very restrictive on what you can use, but so far it's been pretty easy in the actual mechanics, so I don't know. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I hope this helps all you small guilds out there, small accounts. It really doesn't take too much. Final note, you can get in at just 5 stars, which is fine. And I think Shakti, you know, if you use level 85, 5 stars, that's going to be fine. But with level 60, low level, 6 and 7 star do help, but not mandatory. You just need 5 stars. Anyway, that's it. Thanks so much. Hope this works out for you. And thanks. Bye.